Identical place from where he scored in Charlotte. And Sealy do it again. Sealy, brilliant! Wow, what a goal! He's done it again! Deja vu in Montreal blue for Dante Sealy.
Top corner just last week against Charlotte, and what does he do? Exactly the same thing again. Runs it back, short run up, generates the power. Perfect.
Mayer. Brugman with an inviting ball in. Saric! History maker, record breaker. Never before have Nashville SC scored this many goals in a single season.
Players in his wake, and just keep an eye on the top of your screen here, because once that ball comes in, you can just see Zan Petrasso goes down and
that, because it's just gone to that point for DC United, and it's inexcusable.
Played in quickly. Zaha. Gonna play it infield. Zaha gets it back, curls it and scores it! Wilfred Zaha, lift off in DC, 1-0.
Keep in mind, just a moment ago, the entry pass was not set to Zaha, and he voiced his frustration about it.
Watching too much MLB playoffs. Crossing. Elgato watching Harbor Müller make the run. Fagundes! Well, the child of the 90s is becoming closer and closer to another 80-80 player in MLS history.
Sometimes you have to fear those teams because they come out with freedom, nothing to lose. And for goodness, he hits this really well. This is a good angle for him. Wow.
Noted.
All due respect to Messi, but Petter-Musa is the best striker.
Kamungo! And there is Musa waiting at the welcome mat. He's got it back! He scores! Hater on a pedestal for FC Dallas. His 18th of the season evens the game.
Back for FC Dallas. Here comes the first chance. Kamungo, Petter-Musa, chest off of it. And watch this second one. Little touch. 3 touches.
Dribbles in a crowd of Kappas and Patrickson.
There's that blue-collar work in the middle, but both teams are giving it away in the last 60 seconds. Here's another one.
Paintsel furious. Thought he was fouled. Kamungo. Patrickson! Oh! Special delivery, his first goal of the season, and it's spectacular. 2-1.
It had to be something dramatic from the highest draw, and there is a shout for a foul there, but he doesn't care about that.
Double teamed, FC Cincinnati deal with it, but those are the kind of giveaways that Pat Noonan was saying they need to remove from their game. See Powell, great touch from Denke. Lovely touch, Denke driving forward, green grass ahead. Denke goes alone, wow! An unstoppable strike from Kevin Denke, and that's 2-2 against the Red Bulls. Cincinnati lead 1-0.
Okay, well, they don't do either. There's that first touch, and then Denke. What a finish this is from distance. He's waving off his own teammate. And
the infrastructure, the training facility, nothing short of extraordinary.
Cut out. Alba. Hit it heavy. Beautiful control by Messi. It's opened the door for Tadeo Ashende. Good first touch. And yes! A perfect 10 goals on the season for Ashende.
A constant minute, a constant threat. And we talked about the balance. And how does the New England Revolution, with those 3, deal with Lionel Messi?
There's another offside as they don't get that second goal, but defensively, pretty solid. And they did get the finish there from Tadeo Allende in the 32nd minute. Here comes Messi. Oh, magic! Alba!
The run, the setup. And as he chops and sets up perfectly, Jordi Alba, right place, right time.
Nigerian international. A couple good flashes here for New England. Holster. '26 start for number 8. Maybe. Shot is in! Back in business, the New England Revolution. And it's Dor Turgeman who gets his second goal in as many games for the Revs.
34 minutes against Atlanta United, he had a goal and an assist. And it seems somewhat simple until Carlos Gil is on the ball. Quick turn, pivot, nutmeg, through the legs of Falcao.
At the other end! Whooshka! New England cannot have good things! Had a one-goal deficit for a matter of 10 seconds and call it a double for Tadeo Ashende.
No immediate pressure. Calm, cool, collected, static. Little ball up over the top. And another helper for Lionel Messi. But Allende has it. Having the prospect of the 60th minute mark, what changes would look like Segovia replacing Rodriguez.
Here is Segovia, all the way home. Alba! The rain came down. The floodgates are open. 4-1 Inter Miami.
Segovia, instant impact. Where's the midfield? Flat four, the shape is tight, trying to minimize the Suarez and Messi effect.
Only had Wilfred Zaha's goal to show for it, but it is 3 points and it's all in the book. Here's the cross from the left.
And getting in there to score and strike by nipping in front of the Orlando backline. Andres Herrera breaks the deadlock and Columbus on the road in front.
Stepping into Orlando's stadium tonight, full of confidence. They've controlled the ball and they've just needed this final moment to go their way. And it's
from Toronto. Marine now forward for Muriel.
Muriel hits it, spills, and in from Pasalic. And Orlando were not behind for long. It's the equalizer, and it is 1-1.
In your face, get amongst them, and make it difficult for the Columbus to play out. And when Rossi tries to spin it out, Marine, he steps forward. It's a solid strike from Muriel.
They worked Harrell into a really good position, and I think this is a Philadelphia Union team. So much of it is mentioned about aggressive, transitional play. But I tell you what, some of the goals they've scored this season with possession.
Steal by Lukic, works it across. Mikel Ua, shot deflected, goal! The man who was lights out off the bench 1 week ago, he scored once.
He can get the ball to her. They know if he can have a strike, he's going to potentially trouble Freeze.
He's not in the equation, so this is Linger putting it in. To Dorsey, he scoops it back and headed up into the air by Godoy. Taken on the volley by Linger and slotted home! Felipe Andrade has put Houston in front. It's a set piece once again.
It's alive. Great job by Griffin Dorsey to just give a hope.
So Anders Dreyer to try to level the match here in the 53rd minute. Right in front of the Houston supporters section. Dreyer! Perfectly placed in the bottom corner, and it's game on here in Houston.
Back position now reciprocated on the right, but as you run through, the contact occurs. You point to the...
La Torre on the ball. Forward out of Dreyer. Willie up the right-hand side. He puts it across. Pellegrino waiting, and it falls, and it's into the back of the net. Luca Della Torre, right off the bench, has fired San Diego in front.
Another one.
from San Diego FC.
For San Diego, finding a way to score goals this season, and they've needed it here in Houston tonight. But here's a giveaway, and here comes Santos. Santos! The Dynamo are not dead yet.
Santos, beautiful first touch in front. Negative to prohibit Chris McVeigh. And unfortunately for Mikey Vettis, Chris McVeigh is certainly going to be the main talking point. There's one.
Here's Dreyer, and he gets it to Pellegrino. Back to Dreyer! Just like that, San Diego back in front.
The release valve. Just prior to that, the pressure in the far corner. Had to send it, and instead...
Tverskov wins it. Pellegrino coming forward to try to put it away. Pellegrino! And that should just about do it for San Diego.
And Pellegrino, both wings, the 9 spot, and the nightcap.
Which is a little bit tricky. You've got Duggan and Boxall drifting to that back post.
Well, Morris Duggan is also there, but the only one on the other side of the field is Jefferson Diaz as Pereira picks out Marcanic, and it's in! What else is new? A lone goal from a set piece off the head of Anthony Marcanic.
Well done on the ball in. You see the left-footed ball right here? Also, by Pereira, it's curling right towards the path of Anthony Marcanic. Track Rosales all the way across the back. Robin Lod was sprinting to get on the left-hand side as well.
Robin Lod, good effort, parried away, it's Pereira!
Follows it through. You see James right here. He's trying to defend Robin Lod. It gets saved on the first effort, but Pereira with the effort.
Pereira again. It's dug in, and what a save from Pulskamp. That is some high-quality goalkeeping. A second opportunity for Marcanic. This kid is unreal.
And look at the reaction from Pulskamp. I mean, and just look at the look. It's Triantis with a service, curling ball with the inside of the right boot. Look at the shape of that.
Another piece of this dynamic here in the first 30 minutes, Rogo, is just how little we've seen Mihailovic get on the ball.
Centering pass, and it's 1-0. Kerr was in the area, but it's Elliott who touches it into the back of his own nets.
Unable to turn his back to his own goal and set up appropriately. Last-ditch effort arrives a little bit late.
So now the Danish winger sets up corner number 7, Zinkernagel toward the penalty spot, and that is in! Atoning for the first half own goal.
Everyone already one of the tallest on the field, and it ends up being Davila.
Zinkernagel toward the back post. Elliott!
Off a corner kick in the second, and look at him isolated, just trying to free himself up on the back post from Larea, and he spins off him, gets around, and there's nowhere near.
With 4 years here in Chicago, and now trying to come and bite them back. Mihailovic! No! Brady! Oh, and Mihailovic is there on the rebound to put it home.
and he ends up holding his ground long enough, makes a huge save. But you're probably not going to see Mihailovic sprint faster than that. The reaction.
David Critchley talked a lot about the pressure that they want to put on this Austin side and try to set the tempo here at Q2 Stadium. One back in a good area. Marcel Hartl. He'll go for goal. What a goal! How about setting the tempo? Marcel Hartl, 1-0 in Austin.
So that's why he cuts over to the right, and when there's no pressure from his center back, he opens his hips, and my goodness.
Wolf in swinger, back post, it's in! Svetak there at the back post to bring Austin level.
Tremendous strength shown by Svetak. And Fall jumping in front to go for it. That blinds Totland a bit. He's unable to jump. Svetak.
Klaus racing forward. Pompeu right there with them. Pompeu right into the middle. Hartl's there. Hartl's a brace. Marcel Hartl all by himself. His 2 goals is St. Louis up.
When this ball gets squared from Pompeu, Hartl recognizes quickly that it's going to come back. He's got to get in front of the defender. So he takes this touch around the corner with the outside of his right.
Challenge in the middle with Foldry going down. He'll pick himself up. And St. Louis coming forward again. Austin has not been able to get much going in the attack, but now it's Betcher again to put it away. Simon Betcher! Three goals for St. Louis, who will spoil the party tonight in Austin.
Far less conviction than he is here. And the super sub does it again like he's done time and time again in Major League Soccer.
Just lifting it up and over Brad Stuver. St. Louis has been knocking on the door, looking to put this game away. And finally, Simon Betcher, well, he said, good night, Austin.
Cruz. And a busy guy. Left it back! Popped in by Diogo Gonçalves! A dart from Diogo to give Salt Lake the lead.
A bit of what Cruz can do. This is a lovely little dink here from Cutranis. Cruz brings it down, and this cutback is lovely to walk onto and hit. No.
So much confidence in his game. Nuhu. Rosnak. Ferreira. Arsenal making a really good run forward. He's found. He plays the ball across. What a goal! What a superb team goal from Seattle Sounders! Patience in the build-up and a power finish from Pedro de la Vega. Seattle lead.
Finding that central space, and it's a clinical finish to open the scoring. Good football from Seattle Sounders.
From the other side last time out. Here in the 39th minute, Berhalter. Going back post, and it's in! Ranalumi! First time back post, and the kid has his first since his opener. Second MLS goal for Ranalumi.
Pays for it with a running into the goalpost, but more than happy to do so to give the Whitecaps a lead. Another great ball in. Nothing the San Jose.
Numbers ahead for the Whitecaps. Ahmed in wide open space on the left side. He's got it now against Kikanovic. Ahmed cutting back towards the middle. Open for Müller. Müller! Yes! Thomas Müller has done it again. The German superstar proves his worth. It's 2-0 Vancouver.
And he can just stroll forward, find Ahmed, who plays a nice ball here for Thomas Müller. He knows what to do with it.
Perfect ball into the corner for Ahmed. Working now not against Kikanovic, but against Muni. Holds up. Muni staying with him so far. The cross. Out for Jeevan Badwal. Berhalter from distance. Perfect. Absolute magic from Berhalter. That kind of a season for Seth Berhalter and the Whitecaps. It's 3-0 Vancouver.
Badwal just lays it off. Look at the space again, though. Nobody around Berhalter. He says, I'm just going to have a poke from here. And he drives through it beautifully.
Rango back into the corner now. Curling towards the edge of the 6. Laporta ejects it. Now a chance from distance. Ricochets in. And San Jose gets a late one. It's 3-1.
What a strike from Bo LaRue. Everything behind it, obviously aided by the deflection, but that is a pure strike. Good ball in from Espinoza, as it always is. It's a good clearance, actually, from Laporta, but good take, good touch.
For San Jose, Cabrera flicking that one ahead. Rios knocking it down, hooking another look at it. Rios, edge of the box, tries his shot, squirts free from Müller. Out for Berhalter. He'll give it a ride again. Another one! Berhalter with the brace! And that'll do it at BC Place.
But it's an excellent strike, again from Müller, who sees Berhalter in all sorts of space.
LAFC the past 4 games have looked like a favorite to lift MLS Cup. But tonight, they've been stymied by Atlanta through 86 minutes. Delgado clipping it. Didn't make it to Tillman. Bouanga!
The first ball. Tillman's in an onside position.